Putrefaction is a fast, violent, bite-sized first-person shooter. It's a little bit Quake and a little bit Firestarter. It can be beaten in a single sitting, and you may not come back for seconds, but Putrefaction still manages to impress. In the near future, mankind has been ravaged by a deadly disease. You play as a nameless soldier investigating what could be ground zero for the outbreak. There isn't much in the way of story. Narration is reserved to brief text boxes at the beginning and end of the game. The horrifying and psychedelic art design help bring some sense of narrative to the experience, at least superficially. Mostly, however, it's just you heading deeper underground, shooting anything that moves. Putrefaction plays like your standard wave-based shooter. You enter an area, enemies spawn, you kill said enemies, then move on. You start out in a ruined bunker/research lab, then move through mines, until finally coming to a set of ruins. The enemies, like the levels, aren't anything you haven't faced before. Zombies, bugs, and otherworldly phantoms crawl about the installation's various corridors. Though the levels mix things up with different enemy types and arena layouts, it always comes down to shooting your way down a linear path. There is no keycard hunting or puzzle solving here. Putrefaction may not be intellectual, but it is still very engaging. You will pick up 7 different weapons over the course of the game. Some, like the freeze ray and rocket launcher, are essential for defeating certain enemies. With the exception of the freeze ray, it's all textbook stuff. Ammo is smartly limited, so you'll need to cycle through your arsenal and change your strategy up regularly. While Putrefaction never goes so far as to feel like a survival horror game, you will need to weigh your options and think about what guns are worth saving ammo for should you meet certain enemy variations. The impact and ferocity of the game are what make it so satisfying to play. Sound effects really sting, making dismemberment all the more entertaining. Putrefaction runs quite smooth, as one would expect from this kind of Twitch shooter. Considering Putrefaction is an independent release made by just one man, its tech holds up pretty well. The visuals certainly won't take your breath away, but they do a more than adequate job of building a visceral and violent shooter. If there is one complaint, it is that the enemies have no spawn animation. They simply pop out of thin air. A teleport glow or spawn marker of some kind would have gone a long way. If you're craving an After Doom snack or enjoy painkiller-style shooters, Putrefaction makes an excellent addition to the library.